CATV is proudly presented by Toyota.
Easy one. The squad is the same 12 plus Coutinho and Doug Bollinger as well on standby. So there's 14 going to Melbourne. Yes. So same 12 as we announced for this test match, plus Bollinger and Coutinho.
Darren, you came into this job and sort of hit the ground running. Did you wander around the house and look through the windows? Did you take sort of a reading from other people about things you wanted to change when you got in?
No, I certainly had a vision where I wanted us to go as a cricket team. That's what you do when you come in and coach any side. So just really pleased the way the blokes have played. Obviously tough times in England, and I had to watch what was going on and the pluses, the minuses, and work all that out, and then come up with some players and plans that'll work for a long period of time.
Was it just about getting the right players, and was it also about maybe creating a better atmosphere in the back box?
Oh, I think the atmosphere and the belief and getting the guys playing a good attacking brand of cricket was essential for us to where we want to get to. And I think we've shown that obviously in the first 3 test matches, so really pleased at where they're at and where they're going, and the challenge is to back that up in the Boxing Day test match again.
Darren, I remember you saying after the Old Trafford test that you were quite excited about the future and that you'd worked out a few plans how to attack the England batsmen. Do you think you've caught them by surprise at all in this series, given what's happened in previous ones?
I wouldn't have thought so, considering we bowled really well in England. I don't think they've made over 400 in the last 8 test matches, so our plans are pretty good. The simple fact is we didn't bat well enough in England, full stop. So we've batted well here and made some runs.
Darren, it was pretty emotional scenes out there, as you'd expect. Is that as jubilant or more jubilant than you saw throughout your whole career? You played in a lot of wins yourself.
Yeah, very emotional for a lot of players. Obviously, it's been a tough time over the last few series against England. They're a quality side, so to see the guys a few tears in their faces is great. That shows the emotion of winning an important series, and that they should enjoy that. And I'm sure everyone's emotional, from support staff to players.
Darren, you mentioned that you obviously did a fair amount of research during the last summer in England, but how much of this success was forged during your own time spent in England, and what do you think it is about this England side that you think makes them susceptible to attacking aggressive cricket?
God, that's a long question, mate. Yeah, you got me again, isn't it?
That's rare for me.
What was it? What was the first part? What was the first part?
Right. How much of this was forged from your time in England?
Obviously, spent a lot of time in England, so you see a lot of the players play. Having said that, I haven't played against a few of their current crop, but to know the plans that we came up with were successful because we implemented them, and the way we wanted to bowl to each particular batsman from 1 to 11, and the way the bowlers went about it was exceptional. So you have a period of time where you see all the players, and you should know them as coach. So it's just coming up with the plans and getting the players to believe in those plans. So you probably saw them in Brisbane, and they've followed through to here. So yeah, it's been exciting. Look, we've played some good cricket, but they've had opportunities as well. I think in England we lost those key moments. Here we've won them. So that was always going to be the case in any test match cricket that you play. It's a tough game. So we kept going at them day in, day out, and with that belief that we're going to get on the right path. You have to win a test match, and Brisbane's probably the biggest one, obviously, to get that ball rolling for the confidence of the players. But once we did that, we were fine.
Darren, in England, we've got used to a kind of ethos, I think, in coaching that is quite Spartan. I mean, there was a lot of publicity about the sort of dietary booklet that we came over here with. In soccer in England, it's the same kind of thing. Your kind of reign has been characterised a little bit as being a bit more relaxed. Now, I don't know if that's fair or not, but would you say that that's an accurate reading?
Oh, relaxed outwardly. If you've been in some team meetings of late, you'd probably think the other way, or debriefs. But we're an honest group of players and support staff that want to get the right outcome for Australian cricket. So for us, we're brutally honest. The fact the blokes were getting a bit of a lashing last night with the way we bowled yesterday afternoon, to England. but the thing, they keep learning, and that's all we want to do. As a coaching group, keep teaching our players to play the right brand and why you do that and how you have success doing that. So from our point of view, the whole team should be congratulated by taking that route. Led well by obviously Michael Clark, but the way they've all gone about it on and off the field has been exceptional. It's an easy one.
But you wouldn't, just last thing on that, you wouldn't, some coaches appear to have elements of control freak about them. Would you say that's in your makeup?
Look, I think you have a bit of that generally as a coach, but at the end of the day, you know, I've got to prepare the players for Michael and the team to go out, and then when he's on the field, he does it. So that's the way we work.
Darren, you've already moved on in the sense, and you have to in your role as coach. You've already named a squad for Melbourne. Did you feel that some of the bowling deteriorating on day 4 was partly due to the bowlers were tired or cooked? And do you think you need to, you know, look at your bowling attack for the next 2 tests also, because you'll have almost no first-class experience for the backup guys when you go to South Africa if you keep the same side?
We certainly want to look too far ahead, and we've always said we're playing the best 11. If they're fit, they'll play. That 11 will play, but you're right in what you're saying. Towards the end, they lost a bit of petrol, but look, that's the emotion of the game as well. We've got a bit of a break now, so wait to see how they pull up and then see where we go from there. So that's why we've got some cover.
Just, Darren, I think Steve Smith was added to this actual squad after your appointment, is that right?
Actually, I don't know about that. It's about right, isn't it? Within a day or two, yeah, it sort of changed, yeah.
Was there any thought of, because he just played the Champions Trophy, of bringing Mitch into the squad then, and if not, why not?
After the Champions Trophy?
Yeah, like for making Mitch, you know, since Steve Smith was a late call-up for the away after series,
Yeah.
why Mitch wasn't there, and is there anything in particular you thought he still had to work on for this series?
No. The only change, and to be perfectly honest, Mickey Arthur made that change with Steve Smith to come in. Obviously, I spoke to him the day before, and I said, I think he should be in. That's what you do. And then, you know, Mitchell Johnson hadn't performed well enough in Champions Trophy, so he had some work to do, and he's shown he's done that.
Just as a follow-on from what Ollie was asking, you have someone tell a joke each day at the start of the day. Why do you do that?
It's not every day. It's certain days. Why do I do it? Because they're funny. And I like seeing the sweat on the players' faces or the coaching staff when they're telling a joke, because it's quite nerve-wracking. They're more nervous with that players won't laugh or staff won't laugh than they are playing the game or coaching the game. So it's quite good. We've been absolutely brilliant. We had the worst joke so far throughout my time today from Alex Contouris, physio. He won't be doing it again. But yeah, it's just light-hearted to kick off the day.
I was going to say, you feel that the players need that light-heartedness?
Oh, I think you need some fun after all the games for enjoyment, and that's the most important thing in entertainment. Obviously, results count, but yeah, I certainly enjoy it. And no one enjoys telling the joke though, because they're always nervous.
What's the best joke?
I can't say it. I seriously can't say it. No, I can't. Oh, sorry, mate. The inner sanctum. Sorry? 24 hours. Yeah, don't worry, they sweat and research, yeah. They're themselves before they do it. Oh, sorry about that.
I was going to say it's not the Troy Cooley one about the goat.
I'm not saying anything. I'm staying out of this one.
Any further questions? Thanks very much.
Hang on, one more.
Sorry. What influence has Shane Warne had on this group? I mean, we often see him talking to you and to Michael as well before play or whenever.
Yeah. Influence all those past players. I mean, we speak to Mark Taylor, Shane Warne. I mean, those guys are sitting up watching from afar. So you'd be mad not to use that experience. So, yeah, and obviously Michael and Shane are great mates, and I'm a great mate with Shane. So we're always talking the game. And it's good to have a different view sometimes. Obviously, he's quite an attacking player like ourselves. Sometimes we've got to sit back and work out what's good and what's not from all the players. But the more views you have, you've got to work out what's right for you as a team. So you're going to use those former greats, and we love having them around because they are great players, or were great players because they've retired.
Last question, Tony.
Darren, just logistically,
No, go home. So we're all home tomorrow at some stage. Hopefully we make the flight.